What's up, guys? Matt Brown here for thelines.com. Let's look at a little Thursday night football here. We got an awesome Thursday night banger, as the kids say. Got a couple bets in the account, so stick around. We'll talk about those. Everything we do, absolutely free, so go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Do appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Up over 50,000 subscribers. There's a reason for that. It's because everything we do is free. So go ahead, hit that. We're looking at 6 right now in favor of Baltimore at home here over Cincinnati. If we look at the spread, look at the total. 53, pretty much, as you can see, a little bit of under money here coming in over at BetMGM, which, by the way, as you see, bordered around here. We got a special deal with them, so be sure and take advantage of that. We get giving you some extra bonus bets. So, of course, you love extra bonus bets. Code is in the description as well, so be sure and take advantage of that over at BetMGM if you don't already have an account over there. Got an article up as well. Eli wrote some same-game parlays if you want to try to throw one of those in your account, so be sure and read that article. Let's see what Cincinnati's dealing with here. You can see Orlando Brown is questionable. That is obviously a thing. He is a starting offensive lineman, so we'll be watching that. This is also the big deal here, of course. Again, T. Higgins doubtful yet again. Doubtful means out, as we know, so he's not going to be in there. Certainly a different team whenever T. Higgins is not on the field for this for the Cincinnati Bengals team. Now down here for the Ravens, really the only thing that sticks out here, Isaiah Likely is out for this team. So Mark Andrews, who's kind of been not Mark Andrews this season, is going to have to step up a little bit in this game. So that's kind of where we sit with these two teams. Head back over here to this spread sitting at 6. I should also mention that Keaton Mitchell for the Ravens is actually listed as questionable. They would have to activate him off the PUP list. But if they do, that's at least somewhat interesting for Derrick Henry, because he would kind of be that guy that comes in and, gives him a break. Does that affect how many carries that he gets? Does it affect yards? Does it affect anything? I mean, we'll have to see how Keaton Mitchell, how they're going to work him into this offense. If you guys remember when he was on the field last year, just ridiculously explosive. So we'll see if he gets activated off the PUP. This is more of a, hey, this is something to watch in this game so that we can take it with us moving forward and see how we want to bet these props for this team moving forward. So what we get here in both of these teams is we get an elite offense for Cincinnati, an elite offense for Baltimore. We get a suspect defense at best for Cincinnati. That being said, they have started to play much better over the last month or so of the season. And on Baltimore, what you get is a defense that defends the run very, very well and does not defend the pass very well. Well, you get a team in Cincinnati rolling into town. Fortunately for them, they lead the league in pass rate over expectation, so they're going to throw the ball anyway, and that's actually the path of least resistance in coming after this Baltimore team. If we look at the side, I would probably only take the points with Cincinnati. I don't feel confident in it. There is a rogue 6.5 out there in the market if you need that extra half point, which I highly suggest given the extra point situation in the NFL right now. But it's nothing I feel super confident in. And then if I was playing the total, I would only play an under. I mean, we're getting up into the 53 territory. People like to bet overs when it comes to these island games, so maybe this thing gets up to 53.5. I can't imagine it gets to 54, but maybe 54. 54 would be an insta play on the under for me, for sure. I don't know if we get there or not. If I was playing some sort of same game parlay in this, I would just tick the total up a little bit higher to like 54.5 and then put the under in there on that one. But what we are going to play coming over here, and let's go to the receiving props for this one. This is over at BetMGM currently, and Mike Gesicki sitting here at 50.5 receiving yards. Mike Gesicki is the wide receiver. I mean, he's the number 2 option in this offense whenever T. Higgins isn't in there. We've seen that over the past over the past couple of seasons, actually. Now, for Gesicki, a couple of games, I should say, with T. Higgins is not in there. He's actually getting a 20% target share, 25% of the air yards whenever T. Higgins isn't in there. That's pretty juicy for a 50 receiving total for a team that gives it up through the air, for a team in Cincinnati that leads the league in pass rate over expectation. And, oh, yeah, a Ravens team that is 27th DVOA versus the tight ends and versus the tight end position that actually gives up the second most yards to the tight end position per game at 72.2 yards. Only the Chiefs give up more yards to the tight end position in the NFL. So we have a team that loves to pass. We have a team that gives it up through the pass. And we have a team that doesn't defend tight ends very well. And we have a situation in which the tight end is the second receiving option for the team that loves to pass a ton. Give me Gesicki. Let's go over to receptions. Let's give me some Gesicki as well, receptions. Oh, we're getting plus money on the 5 catches for Gesicki in this game as well. Really like both of those. Really think both of those are super quality plays. And if you're adding stuff to a same game parlay or something, if you want to take Gesicki heads up versus Mark Andrews, I think that is a pretty quality one as well. If we go over to the rushing props, the thing that's at least somewhat interesting to me here, Burrow sitting at 9.5 rush yards. Unless you think that Cincinnati's going to be winning this game big and Burrow's going to be nailing the ball at the end of the game and stuff like that. So what happens when you pass a ton? When you pass a ton, when pressure gets there, you take off running, you scramble, you do different things like that. Like Joe Burrow is very good at deciding when to use his legs and when to scramble and when to just take the sack and things like that. He's been very, very good at that. And so I also played a little bit of Burrow over on the 9.5 rushing yards. Of course, as always, shop around for all these numbers. Make sure that you're getting the very best number. I just happen to have MGM pulled up right now over here for this particular video. So again, Burrow over on his rushing yards. It's just kind of correlated, right? Yeah, we're having to rely on scrambles because there's no design runs in this offense for Joe Burrow. But when you pass a ton, pressure comes, you scramble. Burrow's that guy that will go get that first down when needed. And honestly, if you think at all that this game could get out of hand and that Baltimore could get way ahead in this game, then that's even more reason to like Burrow in the rushing yards because they have to pass even more. And when you pass even more, sometimes you get soft coverage and then you just take the little 6-7 yards. Take the little 6-7 yards they give you with all that. So multiple ways to get there for that, but really just like the Gesicki props a ton here in this game against a team that doesn't cover the tight end very well. Gives up the second most yards to tight end position in the NFL. And then also it's the path of least resistance is going after this Ravens team through the air. Again, guys, everything we do, absolutely free. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button down below. Take advantage of that BetMGM offer. If you want to talk everything, all sports, all season long, this is the Discord, upper right-hand corner of thelines.com. That also absolutely free. So be sure and take advantage of that as well, too. Good luck on all your Thursday Night Football bets.